Hey y'all, happy Monday. Today is September the 22nd and I'm in the lab. So it's been a week since I have been in here doing something in the studio. So over the weekend, I was at the hospital. My daughter was in ICU and now she's better. Um, she's better. She's yes, she's better now. So she's healthy. She's back home. She's doing well. So now I could start getting prepped and ready for my vest. So, just so you know, if you missed my video of the batch cutting, I am working on Butterick 6901. I am working on the vest tonight. So my goal, looking at the instruction now, I do have a sew along on the channel. Yeah, on the channel for this pattern, Butterick 6901. I'll put it up here so you're able to see it. Drop it in the description box below so you can get to that sew along. So I have the sew along for the vest and the shorts. Now the shorts is similar to the pants for the sew along as well. If you want to do the pants, you can. It's the same sew along for the shorts. Just note that it's going to be a little bit longer for the pants. All right. So this one will be for the vest that I'm going to be doing. Now looking at the instructions, if you're looking at the instructions, but I remember everything I need to do. I'm going to try to get to working on the front and making, I think what I'm going to do is make all of my darts and work on the welt tonight and go ahead and do my tie-ins as well. And then tomorrow work on attaching the back pattern pieces, attaching the lining, and put it all together. And then I think Wednesday I'll work on the buttonholes. I think that's going to be the plan. I want to have it done by Wednesday. We'll see where I'm at by tomorrow. All right, so let's get going. Let's go. All right, now before I get started, this is what I have on my table. This is the pattern as well as the fabric. This is what I'm working on. I'm going to be working on the vest right here. But these are the 4 pattern pieces that I'm going to be working on. I'm just going to be working on the front and the darts in the back. But this is what I have going on. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so that is a wrap for tonight for Butterick 6901. I have done the front have done all the darts. So I did all the darts to the front, the lining, the back lining. I did all the darts. The only thing I have to do, I have already done the pinning of my welt. So I need to sew those together tomorrow, put them on. I'm gonna be putting them on the right side and on the lining to basically make sure that I could wear it reversible. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Then I'll go ahead and attach the back of the back. So the back seam of the back, I have to do that. I'll be working on the ties for both the lining as well as the main fabric. And then just attach the lining to the main fabric, turn it right side out, and then the only thing I have to do is understitch all the way around and then do my buttons and buttonholes, and it's done. Now, here's the thing. So the little amount that I got done today, I was able to get it done in 45 minutes with all the darts and the pressing. And what you guys did not see is when I was doing the darts, I almost forgot to do the interfacing. So I put the interfacing on after I did the dart. Do not do that, but you need to have interfacing on the main fabric before you sew that dart. So do not do what I did and put the interfacing on after you sew the dart, but I was not gonna take that dart out, so I'll put it on after. But do not skip out on that interfacing. But that's it for tonight. I will catch you guys tomorrow with the rest of sewing this together and wrap it up so I can start sewing the pants. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. Hey you guys, happy Tuesday. Today is September the 23rd and I'm in the lab, but I'm only in the lab very short period of time. And when I say very short period of time, 20 minutes. So it is 9:40 at night. I only have 20 minutes, so I'm not going to be doing a lot tonight at all. So just to recap real quick, what I did last night, I did the front. I pretty much was in Dartville. And what I mean by that was I was sewing my way through dart. I did the dart on the front and the lining for the front. I did the darts in the back and the lining for the back. And that's all I did last night. And then what I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to attach the back at the back seam. I'm going to be doing the, if I have time for the back, but my focus today is to do the welt and to go ahead and do the ties. If I have time after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and sew together the center back seam and attach the front to the back at the shoulder for both the front and the lining. Now, remind you, I only have 20 minutes. So I'm going to see if I could get all of that done in 20 minutes. And then tomorrow I'm going to attach the front to the back, the lining section, and then turn it right side out and then start doing my buttons and hope to get it done tomorrow. So that's the plan. But let me stop chit-chatting with you guys and go ahead and get it done. But before you ask me, what am I wearing? I have a sew along for both the top and the pants. It's New Look 6668. I think that's the pattern number, if I remember correctly. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see that. Also drop the sew along in the description box below. Open it up so you can see that sew along as well. If you are interested in doing the top and the pants, I think the sleeves is from New Look 6698. I have a sew along for that pattern as well. So I'll drop it in the description box below. All right, that's it. I spent 2 minutes doing the intro. So now I have to get that 2 minutes back. All right, that's it. Let's go ahead and get into what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to switch angles so I could go over to the sewing machine and start sewing. Let's go. All right, y'all. So I got quite a bit done. So let me recap for you guys real quick. So what I got done, I got the ties done right here. I have the welt done, and I have the back done. Let me show you what the back looked like real quick. I have the back of the main fabric and the back of the lining fabric done. And I've been going for 24 minutes, okay, to do all of those. I know you're going to say, like, Rochelle, you fast. When you pin everything together and just sew in a straight line, that's what I have done. Now, I could stop right here, but I think what I'm going to do is just pin the welt on and the ties on and then stop. I think that's what I'm going to do, and then stop. And then when I come in tomorrow, all I have to do is sew them on and then attach the shoulders, because I have to stop right now. Attach the shoulders, attach the front to the back at the shoulders is what I'm going to be doing. Attach the lining and then do my buttons and buttonholes, and then I'm done tomorrow. So let me hydrate right quick. I always have to have water. All right, so I think that's what I'm going to do real quick, and then I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. So let me do that now. All right, so I'm going to bring the camera forward in just a second, because I want to show you how you need to pin these welt if you are doing the welt on your vest. So let me zoom the camera closer. I'm going to bring the camera closer so you can see that, and then I'm going to put them onto my lining and then wrap this video up. So let me bring the camera in closer. Okay, so here is a close-up. Let me move one out of the way. Here's a close-up of how you need to pin it. So just to give you kind of like, I'm going to do it on the lining so you can see, but you need to put it on the bottom. So let me show you like with the lining fabric. So let me grab the front of the lining just to kind of show you how you would need to do this. So you have this box right here, and grab one of your welt. All right, and you're going to need to center it with the 2 dots that you have at the bottom right here. So you're going to need to center it. I'm saying, like, make sure that you have the dots matched up, just like so. And then you're going to pin. Let me grab my pen because my table is looking a little janky right about now. So grab your pen and you're going to pin it. And then do the other side the exact same way. And then you're going to sew on that line, trim it down, and then you're going to press it up. And then sew straight down on both sides, okay? So that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. I just wanted to share that with you guys, but also I have a sew along for this. Now, before you ask me, Rochelle, why are you doing welt on the lining? It's because I'm making mine reversible. So whatever I do to the outside, I have to do it to the inside as well. So that's why, all right? But now I'm gonna stop right here. I'm just gonna continuously pin everything and then wrap this video up for tonight. All right, so I'm just gonna put you guys back up on the tripod. Well, I'm just gonna switch angles because it is on the tripod and continue. All right, let's go.
Honey, baby, meet me just one last time. Honey, baby, talk to me one last time.
So here's the progress that I made tonight. I went ahead, I have the Welt pen. So when I come in tomorrow, I could go ahead and stitch that down, press it up, and then have that done. So I have that on both the lining as well as the front. I have the ties pinned onto both the lining and the main fabric there. I have that completely done. So then I have the center back completely sewn to where all I need to do is attach the front to the back at the shoulder seams up here. After I do that, the only thing that's left for that is to go ahead and attach, after I attach the front to the back at the shoulder seam, I could go ahead and attach the lining and understitch and then make my buttonholes. I'm gonna work to get all of this done tomorrow is the plan, okay? So yeah, that's all that I have done tonight. All right, you guys, I am officially done tonight, for tonight. Working on Butterick 60, I'm sorry. I am officially done tonight working on Butterick 6901. I made a dent in this tonight. I'm so proud of myself. Tonight, I worked roughly about 35 minutes. So I worked 20 and then worked another 15 pinning on the welt and the ties. So the only thing, like I mentioned, that I need to get done is definitely going ahead, attaching at the front to the back at the shoulders. I'm also going to attach the lining and then do the buttons and the buttonholes, and then I'll be done with this vest. Now, give or take, depending on what I have going on tomorrow. Right now, my tomorrow is pretty clean and clear. I want to be able to come in for about an hour, hour and a half, give or take. But it all depends on homework with the children or kiddos. So that's what it depends on. Yeah, fall time is always hard for me, but that's where we at. I'm having a blast so far, but I'm going to end that here tonight and pick back up tomorrow. All right, talk to you soon. Let's go. Hey, you guys, happy Thursday. Today is September 25th. I did not come in yesterday because your girl was editing the vest video. If you missed it, I'll put it up so you're able to see that. Yeah, your girl was actually recording and editing yesterday. So I got that done. I'm in the lab today to go ahead and finish up Butterick 6901. But here's the thing. I probably will not finish it up today. I'll probably finish it up tomorrow because I'll have more time to finish it up tomorrow. I don't have much to do or left to do tonight. However, I only have like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, because right now it's 9:14 and I was prepping my son for a quiz that he has tomorrow in science. And that was more important to me than getting this vest done, even though the vest is important too, but that takes precedence over anything. All right, so enough about that. So I'm going to maximize my time. I'm going to stop chatting right now. I'm going to go ahead and recap real quick on what I did in the last session. I'm going to recap what I did in the last session, and then we're going to speed it up to what I got going on right now. So the last thing that I did before, well, what I ended with last time is I went ahead and pinned the ties and the welt. I'm going to go ahead and sew those down, press them up, and then I'm going to go ahead and start attaching the front to the back at the shoulder seams for both the lining and the main fabric. Once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the lining and then attach the lining to the main garment, understitch, and then we're going to start working on our buttonholes and our buttons. Just for reference, I am doing Butterick 6901. If you didn't know that, I've been on days on doing this, but that's where we're at. So I'm going to stop chit-chatting. I'm going to go ahead and go to the sewing machine and the table, and I'm going to just kind of like check in with you guys as I'm sewing it. All right, let's go.
It was such good times, baby, with you by my side. When my work is done.
All right, you guys, so she is done. I have it hanging. I just need to open up the buttonholes. This is what she is looking like right now. I just need to go ahead and open up the buttonholes. This is the inside, the outside, looking really, really good. I just need to open up those buttonholes. I'm not going to be able to take photos this weekend because baby girl is coughing like a dog, sick as heck, in the hospital one weekend, ICU, and then the next weekend she is coughing like a dog. So I will get photos when I can, but unfortunately it's not going to be this weekend. So stay tuned for photos along with the pants when I can. And then we have Hurricane coming where I am in Florida. So that's the tab. So I'm going to end it here and stay tuned for more. All right, you guys, that is it tonight. It is, I'm not going to tell y'all what time it is. It's almost midnight because I just kept on going. So I was supposed to only have an hour, but we just kept on going. Okay. Because I wanted to get it done. So I will tell you guys that I got everything done except for putting on the buttons. So just to recap what I got done, I went ahead and did the ties. I did the welt. I attached the front to the back at the shoulder seams. I did everything, okay? I did went ahead and did the lining. I did the understitching. I made the buttonholes. The only thing that's left is to put on the buttons, and then on one side, which is the lining, I need to go ahead and what I'm gonna do is hand sew that area like I did on one side of the lining, which I did off camera, by the way. I'm sitting here looking at it right now. It looks really, really good. And then what I'm going to do is I have to think of some styling, because I think what I'm going to do is style it with some jeans for the first styling that I'm going to do. And then next week, pair the vest with the pants. I think that's what I'm going to do. I have to think of what I'm going to do for the first styling, just as one of the options that you could do for your styling. So I'm going to play around with it today and tomorrow, because today is just Thursday. I want to have this ready for next week, Saturday. I'm going to take pictures this Saturday and then have this ready to post next Sunday, which would be what, October the 5th, 6th, something like that. 5th, October 5th. So that's the plan, but we will see. It all depends on weather as well. But I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go to bed because it's almost midnight. So, and I have to work tomorrow. All right. So I will talk to you guys probably next week on Monday. So talk to you soon. Peace.